Yo, what's going on, good people? It's your homie HerbMan, and this is a brand new episode of Herb of the Day. You guys ready? Let's get it. All right, now, have you guys ever heard of a herb called Boldo? And did you know that Boldo is best used for liver, gout, and gallbladder? If not, you're tuned into the right station. Thank you guys for all of your support. If you're not a subscriber to our station, please hit the logo on your screen there so that you never ever miss a daily episode of Herb of the Day. All right, now let's go ahead and get right into it here. Let me share my screen. I hope you guys are doing very, very good on this Friday day. All right, let me know when you guys get it. Again, you guys are rocking with the best. I am your host, HerbMan, and this is a brand new episode of Herb of the Day. All right, now what is our herb of the day? This herb originates out of the country of Chile, okay? And sometimes this herb is also grown in Africa, okay? Now, this is a perennial tree, and it grows in temperate climates, so nothing too excessive, not too hot, not too cold climates. And also, too, it has the height of about 8 meters. What is the herb? Boldo. Okay. Now, what are some of the historical usages of Boldo? Let's see what we got here. All right. It says that Boldo goes by that particular common name, and the scientific name of it is Peumus boldus. Okay. That's Peumus boldus, and the normally the medicinal parts of this plant are going to be the leaves and the roots, okay? But for this particular episode, we're going to be talking about the leaf, okay? Now, the constituents are Peumus, boldus, and boldine, okay? Peumus, boldus, and boldine. And boldine is pretty much a alkaloid and that acts as an antioxidant, and it kind of helps protect a lot of the things going on within the body. So the boldine is a very, very good antioxidant type of agent there that this particular plant has. Now, some of the actions of Boldo here is that it acts as a cholagogue, and we know that that is an herb that helps support and also to stimulate the flow of bile within the digestive system, okay? And also, too, Boldo acts as a liver tonic. So a tonic means that it tones and nourishes the liver. So that's going to be very good. It also acts as a diuretic, which means that it also stimulates the flow of urination throughout the body and through the kidneys. It acts as a urinary antiseptic, meaning that it helps fight off and ward off bacteria that may get into your urinary tract system, okay? Boldo too has actions of a laxative, one on the mild extent, but it does have laxative effect to it, all right? It also acts as a choleretic. Now, a choleretic is a slightly different from a cholagogue, where you have a cholagogue is promotion of bile flow in the digestive system. A choleretic is the promotion of bile flow specifically in the liver, and it actually promotes the secretion of bile within the liver, okay? So that's the little bit of difference in that. And it also acts as a anti-obesity, all right? And that just definitely means that it's going to help with slimming you down and keeping your weight at a optimal level there. It also acts as a liver protector, all right? And it also has anti-inflammatory action. So as you can see, this is all to do with digestive, gastrointestinal, and hepatic. So if you got any kind of liver issues, gout, gallbladder, anything dealing with those types of things, Boldo may be something you want to look into. Now, how do they recommend us using Boldo? Well, some of the historical uses, is that inflammation has been used for inflammation of the gallbladder, as we just stated. It also has been used in gallstones. It's been used for biliary colic. Again, that's a digestive issue. It has also been used for infective cystitis, which is a really big thing that you may want to look into this herb for, because I know there's a lot of cystic fibroids, or however you call that, CF, where it is not very common in the black community, but definitely in the white community, they're having issues with cysts on the fibroids. Okay, and so if you're having that type of issue, or if you got any type of infective cyst issue, you may want to look at Boldo as being a remedy for that. All right, if you're dealing with hypothyroidism, meaning a underactive thyroid, you may want to look at Boldo. Also, too, if you're dealing with any kind of water and fluid retention, okay, swelling and things of that nature, you may want to look into Boldo. All right, now some of the recommended combinations that you can use here, it said it's normally been used with Barberry or Fringe Tree. And they use that combination for when you're trying to attack things like the gallstones or the liver disease or hepatic disease is what they call it here, okay? So, you know, if you're dealing with anything like gallstones, gallbladder, if you really do have some gout issues, this is going to be very good for you. And again, once you can clear out your liver, once you can get a handle on your liver and bring it back to optimal health, that will also too bode well for any type of skin issues that you may be seeing. Okay, now some of the ways they recommend to prepare this obviously is going to be taking it 3 times a day if you need it, and we recommend a tea format for this particular one, which we always love here at Leafy Violet Essentials. And you're going to do about 1/4 teaspoon to each cup of boiling water for this. You allow it to infuse for 15 minutes because we're talking about leaf format. And then we're going to take a 1/2 cup 3 times a day. Okay. Now they also too recommend you get it in liquid extract, and you can do about 1 to 5 drops of this in water. Another way they recommend it is tincture, and we all know that tincture is the most potent form. But the reason why we don't suggest it at Leafy Violet Essentials is because even though tincture is the most potent format for most of these plants, everybody can't, you know, digest or take stuff with alcohol in it. All right, so you may can't give it to kids, you may can't give it to some of the elderly patients. So we like to always recommend and promote the tea format because mostly everybody can drink tea. Okay, but anyway, they recommend you do a 1 to 10 part ratio and 60% alcohol. Okay, and they recommend the doses to be about 0.5 to 2 milliliters, and you can just put it in water and drink it. All right. Now, also, too, lastly, there is a recommended way of a powder format, and you just take 250 milligrams of it in a capsule form. I know you see that 100 capsule. It means that you should be taking it in a glycerin capsule or a vegetable type of capsule that that's very digestible for you. And then you should do about 1/6 of a teaspoon of it in the powder format if you don't want to put it in the capsule. Okay, so that's what that 1/6 of a teaspoon means. But understand, guys, that here at Leafy Violet Essentials, now we don't claim to be a doctor nor a physician, so please do your homework and please consult your physician before utilizing any of the herbs that you see on our channel. But look at Boldo here. Like I said, it's grown in Chile and Africa, and I just love the tree format over here. Almost reminds me of some of those Japanese trees. You know, kind of favorite that type of look there. But I also too like just the leaves right here and some of the berries and fruit that grows on the tree. So again, if you guys are dealing with any of these issues here, this may be a go-to. There are some other things that Boldo is definitely good for here. Again, I had said something about swelling. So if you're dealing with, you know, swelling around your ankles and things of that nature, you may want to look into Boldo. If you're dealing with anorexia and things of that nature, hey, they say Boldo may be good for that too. So you want to do your research in Boldo for that. If you got anxiety or if you're dealing with hangover, Boldo. If you got problems with insomnia, try Boldo. If you're having issues with earaches, they say that Boldo very much cures earaches. So if that is something you're dealing with, Boldo may be your go-to. Also, things like jaundice and things like dysentery, diarrhea. Boldo is going to be good for those things. All right. And it's also been known to be a valuable herbal remedy for venereal diseases like syphilis, guys. It also helps in combating gonorrhea. It also has been used to cure the fever and things like dysmenorrhea in women. So again, I love herbs because they always have more than one effect that they can do the body good in. And so this is why we're doing this, so you guys can understand that herbs, when you're looking for a cure, you want to go to herbs. When you're looking for a treatment, then you can go to the prescriptions, okay? But Boldo is going to be good for a slew of things, so please do your research so that you can learn a little bit more about it. Now, what we suggest you look into Boldo for, again, is most effective for liver, gout, and gallbladder issues. But again, if you're dealing with those venereal diseases like syphilis and gonorrhea and, you know, all those types of things, if you don't really understand how to, you know, deal with a fever, if you're having problems with sleeping, you might want to look into Boldo. But we suggest you do it for the liver, gout, and gallbladder, okay? Now, we want to say thank you to all of you guys for your support and your continual support of our channel and the movement that we're putting forth here. We love you and we appreciate everything. We want to always continue to ask you guys to go and support us on the other platforms like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, so that you never ever miss anything that we put out, because we don't only just do Herb of the Day shows, but we also too put out other health awareness issues. I suggest all of you guys go and look at the new video that we dropped probably a day or so ago, where we was talking about medical racism and all the things that it has to do with the Black community and how long it's been going on until this day. And then we also have a slew of videos for wealth strategies. So if you guys are interested in velocity banking of anything, if you ever heard of that before, hey, go to our channel, look at those types of things if that's what you're interested in, okay? Hey, I'm your homie HerbMan, and we love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And this has been your episode of Herb of the Day, and until next time, peace.